Blah blee blee blay blue blow blow. Hello one and all Leo. Oh, that works with Olia. Hello Olia. Oh, hello Julian. Hello. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. What's going on? Let me put this down. And what's Ditto doing on the floor? Ditto has a mind of its own. There he is. Let's keep him on the floor and away from all the action. And yeah, what's going on? How are you all doing? That's let me hide this New York Times thing. I should be sponsored by them by now, but no, these games are just nice and fun for for to begin. But yeah, what's going on? We're on today because tomorrow I actually have a rap party go to for the last show that I worked on. And that show is Tiny Toons. So I think if people weren't aware, oh hello, good evening or good afternoon, Greg. If people weren't aware, I worked on Tiny Toons, and if people were doubly not aware, Tiny Toons season two, I think the first half of it came out recently, and I don't remember it getting any press. And I looked for it myself, and I don't think it got any sort of impact on the internet. But if you have HBO Max, you can watch some episodes there. But anyways, I'm gonna be there tomorrow night, so I won't be able to be on stream. So that's why here we are today. We're let me see. Let me see. Do I have do I have any announcements? Oh, Benjitron, hello. Hello, Dave. Hello, everybody. Oh, anytime a member uses our emojis, I gotta remember that. I think we are eligible now to make some more. So I think I should make a Gusano emoji for sure, just because we've been working on it for so long. But anyways, welcome to the Streamio. We are going to be drawn and doing all the usual stuff. But let's see, what am I first gonna do? First, I'm gonna have a drink. Cheers to everybody. Hope you had lovely dinners and meals and drinks all around. Okay, I actually brought this over and practiced a little bit before stream, trying to figure out what a good song would be. We're still trying to figure that out, but let me see. Nope. The practice didn't really do much for me. But in any case, yeah, welcome to the stream. Let's get to the announcements. So, announcements. Not much per usual. Maybe like more of a question. The first announcement I have is I gotta go. Excuse me. Need to have more water. I need to go on a bit of an interview tomorrow, and I'm a little nervous about that. So I'm sharing it here so that I am not nervous about it tomorrow, and that we can just have a nice conversation. Because that's what an interview is, right? It's just having a nice conversation. It is demonstrating good listening and sharing your relevant work experience. So that's a personal announcement for me. The second announcement is I've been having these inklings, these little thoughts, these wonderings of something that I could do on one of these streams, which is doing a sort of like text adventure with illustrations, of course, with everyone. So that reminds me a little bit of D&D, but it's not exactly D&D. And that led me to just a general query of, do any of you guys actually play D&D? I've played it once and I had a lot of fun with it. I'm not sure how we would manifest doing that on stream, but I've been having it in my head to write a bit of a text adventure, and I thought that might be fun. So that's more of a less of an announcement and more of a me talking out my butt of, ooh, that would be interesting. So this is me thinking, interesting. Just trying to figure out what's interesting, you know? That's my main thing. It's not necessarily the funniest stuff, but I do try to make things a little bit interesting at least. But let's get started beyond that with some brain stuff as per usual. And I think I have some new ones this time that I can share. So the first one, of course, we like to start with the mini, and let's. Oops, no. You want to do the mini? I linked it in the. In the thing. All right. That's Megan who also wants to play the mini. There it is again. If you missed the link from before. Oh, you're gonna do it on the computer? Oh, okay. So I gotta wait a little bit because Megan likes to go fast and see what she gets. Oh, your phone's sleepy? Okay. All right. Yay, Megan's here. Megan's in the room. Briefly. Okay. Let's play some hardcore brain games. Let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready. And I will click. You ready? Okay. All right, everybody. Let's go. Play without an account. Speak with a gravelly voice, as I just did. Rasp. I'm talking through it. I gotta do my best. Sound of an angry grunt. Oink. Very excited with up. I will try to not say it actually, just so that I don't interfere with Megan's puzzling as well. Lies around lazily. A ridge on a guitar's neck. I think. Spot of tea. I might have the top one wrong. Plentiful. I think I have something wrong. We're in error today. Tuesday's a tough day. Ancient grain in a healthy cereal. Oh boy, I think I'm wrong on a bunch of these. Degrees conferred after successful defenses. Oh well, this is P. Well, I can't. I'll not say if you're still puzzling. I'm pretty sure it's this. Let me clear all that stuff away. Let's go back down again. Ancient green. See. Well, let me just check. Okay, well, okay. So now I can build off of something. I don't mind doing a little check. Oh, hello, Kate. Welcome. We're just puzzling. Let's see. Well, what's an ancient grain? Starting with S. Nothing comes to mind. Yeah, okay. I'm just checking them a little bit at a time. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I'm headed in a good direction. I'm gonna stop checking now. Let's see. Oh, okay. This. Now I get it. Dave, we just gotta keep going. You gotta do whatever tricks you can. I'm checking the puzzle, but I think I'm getting there. Well, this should be right. I'm not Frey. The Freys are a bad family. Well, I think all the families in Game of Thrones are actually bad. So, sorry, I retract that phrase. You are as bad as all the other ones. Okay. Up. Oh. Okay. Oh, no. What's this? Who's gonna get it first? What? Okay. Wait. Okay. Lies around lazily. I should know this. That doesn't make any sense, though. A spot of tea. Oh, Elena got it already. Elena, crush it. Hold on a second. Oh, God. Spot of tea. I don't drink tea. Ancient grain in a healthy cereal. Oh, Elena got it in 3 minutes. Well, we're already on 4. I'm on 4 at least. Let's see. Lies around lazily. Ooh. Loafs? No. That's not a word. That's not a word. Raw? What? That doesn't make. Ancient grain and a healthy cereal. I'm just gonna Google up. Okay, ancient grains. What are different types of what are the 7 ancient grains?
Oh, I got that one.
You got that one?
Yeah.
It's.
What's the sound of an angry grunt?
Humph.
That's what I did.
You probably spelled humph wrong. Okay, so this is spelt, but what the heck is lies around loaves? No. Lols? What? What? Lols?
Oh my god,
That that doesn't make any sense. 5-7. We came in to make fools of ourselves. Huh? I got it in 506, but I googled ancient grains and lols.
I actually got spelled.
Well, very nice.
I thought everything was really close.
Uh huh.
But like I did crump was like one of the first things I did. I just like spelled it wrong.
Oh, okay.
Crump, I did crump.
Harumph, you put an R in there?
Yeah, that's why it was wrong.
Yep.
I thought that was like the first one I did.
Well, actually, what is the game? We were watching Ludwig's stream the other day. Yeah, the spelling game. What is it called? Spell check? Spell check game? We're gonna get to drawing, but since Megan's here, let's play a little spell check game. I actually need headphones for this. Huh?
What's it called? Spell check game?
Yeah, it's called spellcheckgame.cam. So I'm gonna try doing some spelling.
So which leg are we operating on?
Asking the right question can greatly impact your
Spell check
future.
game.
Are you sure you're an orthopedist?
Close this
Especially-
ad. Get out of here, ad. All right, so we're gonna do this too. I will do free rice some other time, but while Megan's here, let's do the spell check game. I don't need to flex on everybody and do free rice. Probably don't know about lols because it's pronounced like lol. Huh? What was that? You're going? I'm gonna start. Oh no, that's an ad. That's an ad. You freaking ad thing. Yeah, get started. Daily challenge. Play the daily. Go away, ads. Okay. First
Caravan.
word.
A noun meaning a company of travelers on a journey through desert or hostile regions. Also, a train of pack animals.
Okay.
Twitchy. A adjective meaning marked by twitches or jerking movements, tending to twitch. Twitchy. Plumbing. A noun meaning the act of using a plumb. Plumbing. A noun meaning
Okay.
bribery. A noun meaning the act or practice of giving or taking a bribe.
Library.
Bribery. A noun meaning the act.
I spelled library
Bingo,
wrong. Oh
a
my God.
interjection meaning. Bingo. A interjection meaning. Used to announce an unexpected event.
Okay, go to the next round. I spelled library wrong. Great. Abstem.
Plaid. A
Nope.
noun meaning a rectangular length of tartan, worn over the braille. A noun meaning a system of writing for the blind that uses characters made
Did
up
I
of
spell that
raised
right? Oh, nice.
abstemious. A adjective meaning marked by restraint, especially in
You
the
can sound
eating
it
of
out.
food or
Yes.
drinking of alcohol.
See?
Also, reflecting such
Nice. I got it.
tardigrade. A noun meaning any of a phylum, tardigrada, of preliminary. A adjective meaning coming before and usually forming a necessary prelude to something else.
Ah, crushed it on my head.
Farina. A noun meaning a fine meal of vegetable matter, such
Oh, I
as
have no
cereal
idea what it
grains,
is.
used chiefly for puddings or as a breakfast cereal. The word originates from Latin, meaning
Okay.
meal or flour,
I don't know what
derived
farina
from
is.
far, meaning spell.
No.
Padre. A noun meaning a Christian clergyman, especially priest. Truculently. A adjective meaning aggressively self-assertive, belligerent. Truculentus stems from Latin. Hummock. A noun meaning around.
Wait.
Hummock. A noun meaning a rounded knoll or hillock. Hummock. A noun meaning a rounded knoll.
Nope.
Embroidery. A A noun meaning the art or process of forming decorative designs with hand or machine needlework.
Oh, I missed that one? Okay. Alright. Oh, thanks, dear lame. Yes, it's a little Charmander. Everybody I know started with
I got
Charmander.
2 wrong
In total?
in total.
Wow, really?
I got 2 wrong, and my words were Furina and truculent.
What is Fiorina, anyways?
F-U-R-I-N-A. I spelled it F-A-R-I-N-A.
That's it the way it's supposed to be spelled. Farina. That's what it says on mine.
I spelled it with you.
Oh, okay, embroidery. How did I spell embroidery
And then I
wrong?
spelled truculent wrong.
Oh, I put the O
Wait, what did
after
you
the
spell
I.
wrong?
I spelled a couple things wrong. I spelled library wrong. But it was bribery. I heard library. I heard this wasn't a listening comprehension. Yes, I heard library and I spelled library.
Library, but
Yes.
library.
Yes, but it was bribery.
You did spell library wrong.
Okay. Okay. Furina, I didn't spell that
I
right.
got Farina wrong.
Hummock, you spelled that right. Good job. And embroidery, I spelled wrong. So
You got truculent for me, right?
yeah, you just sound it out, bruh.
I put an H after the C. It's T-R-U-C-H.
CH?
Yeah, I did T-R-U-C-H-U-L-A-N-T-L-Y. That's what I did.
You added the H. You gotta watch out for those H's. Anyways, everybody, that's we tried to spell.
Did you do the one that I like?
No, I don't. You're the ones you like are hard, and they make me grumpy. I don't like doing those ones.
The connections one.
No, I don't want to do that one.
I'll tell you if it's good.
Okay. Well, anyways, everybody, thanks for playing these silly games with us. Elena, it's all right. It's all about the reps, you know. Yes, hey Kate, freerice.com. That was a nice one back in the day. I usually do pretty well, but I don't want to keep playing these games. I want to get to the drawing. Let's get to what we do on stream, and let's start to draw. Okay. So, I think Megan's gonna keep playing Connections. Is that what you're gonna do? She's no. No, I don't want to do it. It's too much. Yeah, that game's too hard for me. My brain doesn't work like that for whatever reason. I don't know. Bandle? I don't know. Is it
It's called Bandle.
Bandle? I've never heard of that.
Because it like layer by layer, and then you gotta guess what the song is.
Bandle? Oh, right.
This one's released in 1980 and it has 1 billion YouTube views. Which makes me think it's never gonna do it. That's my guess.
Oh, okay.
Oh no?
Well, I just don't know if people are going to be able to hear this. Well, I'll run this. I'll try this out and see if it works. Let me go to... We're going to do this Bandle thing. Just because, you know, it's music. But I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this. Just a bunch of really silly daily games. I think we've been inspired... Or I can say I've been inspired by Ludwig's stream where he was playing a bunch of games. And I found it to be kind of fun. But let me see. That's not doing anything for me. What do I do? Just click 2?
You didn't get it on the first one.
You do skip?
It kind of sounds like a song that...
I don't know a lot of songs. Oh, this is... What is that? What is that song called? Then it... Oh, okay. Well, what is... Oh, here it is. Now I know. I know that.
Is that that song?
No, it's not Walk This Way.
It sounds like it.
I got that. Were you guys able to hear that through the computer? I'm not sure, but in any case, that's the one
What song is this?
that I'm gonna play. Come
What is the song?
It's in Iron Man.
Oh, Back in Black?
Yeah.
Why did I think Walk This Way?
I mean, it's similar, right?
That's what I thought it was. I guess that on drums, I thought it was Walk This Way.
Okay. Oh, cool. I'm glad everybody could hear that at least, so we're not just like
That was
fumbling around in
hard.
the dark. Oh, hello, Carter. Hello, Woot.
That was hard.
Yeah, I'm surprised that I actually got that before you. That doesn't make any sense.
It sounds like Walk This Way.
Megan says it sounds like Walk This Way, which, you know what? What's that guy? That guy who does like a bunch of music that blends into other music on YouTube. And he said basically the conceit is that all music sounds the same. All pop music sounds the same if you break it down and chop it up. But anyways, let's let's get back to drawing. That's right. Anyways, I actually made a bit of progress on this one off stream, so I'm really hopeful that we can actually finish this soon. So this was the scene from before where Gusan is confronting the guy, our little dude, about the whereabouts of his friend, the cattail. So I chopped up some of the stuff from the beginning, and then I just kind of finished it out where you can see this is the state that our little cattail friend is in. So he's looking a little beat up, but he's still kicking it. You can still tell. He's like, oh, what am I trying to say? Gusano? Anyways, but yeah, I got to this scene, and the next scene after this. Hold on a second. Let me just play it one more time. You want hot dog? No, I want my friend. Here he is. The next scene will be. This is what the rough process of making animation looks like, at least for me. He's gonna be like, oh my gosh, grab him and then like nuzzle him, and then we'll do a little crossfade into the scene after that. So I think today maybe I'll do a little bit of cleanup on this scene and then continue on, because the next thing that's going to happen is, what was that? Green greens. That's from Kirby. The next thing I'll probably have to do is have Gusano come back in, and this is the background for that it started in. We're gonna do like a dawn background, so it'll be nice and warm and misty and all that sort of stuff. Gusano will come in. He's been up all night searching for his friend, so he's gonna come and be all sleepy and then kind of flop down here, and then we'll do probably one more cut in, and in that scene, that will be the last scene. So I think that means we have essentially 3 scenes left to do, and that'll be it. Ooh, Albert, hello, Albert, welcome. Hello, Cyberegg, welcome. I hope everybody's doing great tonight. It's always nice to be able to see everybody. But yeah, let's get into this cleanup thing. Let's get into that, and then yeah, let's just go. Let's get it going. So what's going on with everybody? I know this is where I stream and all that, but I'm always curious as to how the rest of everyone else is doing, because I'm not a narcissist. I care about other people. I want to know what's going on. I'd asked earlier if anybody here. It seems like we actually have a lot of very good quiz takers in here. We have I think whatchamacallit. Who's really good at games? Someone said they got it in 3 minutes. Yep, Eliana. I gotta remember that's how to pronounce your name. Again, if I pronounce your name incorrect, if I pronounce your name incorrect multiple times, and you've corrected me before, feel free to correct me again. So I think it was Eliana crushed that quiz in 3 minutes. What took us 5. And yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of different puzzlers, a lot of different folks in here, and I would just appreciate you coming out to hop on the stream and draw and hang out. That's pretty cool. Is anybody working on other stuff today, like working on your own work? CyberEgg, you have a lot of homework, but finished it all. Crushing it, CyberEgg. That sounds amazing. Do I have any homework? Oh, I guess I'm sort of doing my homework now, actually, because I do got to finish this so that we can, move on and make some other fun cartoons. I'm really hopeful to see at the end of this year we'll have a compilation of various cartoons that we've made throughout the year and almost put it together like those old Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon things where they would have like little bumpers in between programming. Well, usually in between like commercials and stuff. But in this case, we'd have no commercials. We'd just have a long video, and then there'd be bumpers of little bumps, and then as like little fun transitions between the different cartoons. So I think we've only made like one cartoon this year that I would include in it right now, which is Gusano. Because the other stuff that we made, like the Peepo video, was for streaming, and that's not really something that would count as just like a fun cartoon. But anyways, let's get going on this cleanup process. I need to lower this opacity a little bit. Blah. All right. So he's gonna. It's like my man's is alive. My man's is alive. Dave, finish roughs and cleanups of your animation. That means you're basically done. If I was in that place with this stuff, I would feel like I'm basically done because I don't do a lot of compositing. Do you composite a lot of stuff for your animations, Dave? Albert, I'm working on a background for my student film. I was hoping to get this done in like 4 hours, but it took the whole day. Well, Albert, I know that feeling very, very well. I think Megan has given me the feedback that I should probably add more cuts to the things that we do, just jumping between different shots. And I'd like to do that, but I find that making backgrounds is a bit of a bottleneck for me because I'm not a very good background painter. I mean, like, I'm trying to get better, of course, and doing enough of these, it's like anything else. You have like your own sort of natural talent, but you also have to like just put in the reps. And I would not say I'm a very naturally talented painter or person who like enjoys dealing with color. But I feel like I'm getting better, but it is still very much for me a bottleneck of time. So if you've been taking all day on a painting, I totally get it, Albert, and I wish you all the best in continuing to finish that. What's worse is when you spend all day and then you show it to someone and they're like, it's not really doing it for me. Ah, shoot. I thought I was in a good place with it. I thought I was happy with it. And now you're telling me that I cannot be happy, essentially. But that's the process sometimes, That's the process. So let's see. Blinking. Yeah, let's keep it going. So many artistes in the chat. Oh, welcome the artistes. Welcome all the cool artists, folks. When I finish my homework, I watch your streams. Well, thank you. What else do you watch, CyberEgg? Usually on YouTube, I don't actually watch other animations. Although I will say, my alma mater, CalArts, I think had their film festival recently. Their open film festival. It's where like the shorts are done that everyone's made all year, and then people have started posting them online. I haven't gotten the chance to watch any of them yet, but I'm sure I will start watching some of them soon. And on either next stream or the stream after, do like a little review of some of those films. I don't think I can actually show them because I don't want to like show other people's work on stream without their permission. So, but I will like look through some of them and then provide links and share other people's work. So that'll be pretty cool. It's always like an interesting time to see what people have made throughout the year, I think that was one of the main intimidators for me when it came to like making another film. I was like, oh, well, that means if I wanted to make a film, I'd have to spend a whole year working on it. But now I think we have a nice workflow where we don't spend a year working on things. Although I say that, and Might and Mage is still not is still not done. So that's sort of taken the year, but it's not been straight work. It's been sort of start and stop kind of a situation there. Drosh, leader of AAU, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Dave, not gonna lie, after the cleanups, colors, and I'm done, then it's editing and making music. Dave, you make your own music? Are you a true artiste who's multi-talented? Are you the next Louis Zong? Or Jeff Liu or Rebecca Sugar? I think she makes her own music. Kate, this time last year, I was finishing my senior thesis. I'm so glad I'm not in school anymore. I miss working in the labs with everyone. Yeah, there's not many experiences like that. I don't know what the dollar value of such an experience is, given that, I went to school in America, and in America, everything means money, especially school. So I don't know if like again, what the value per se of that is if you just convert it to dollars and cents, but I definitely miss that part of being in school, like that camaraderie, that really it's just like a friendship incubator when you go to school, because really the conditions for making friends is just spending a lot of time with people, a lot of incidental time, and you are thankfully school serves to bring people together to create that amount of time. And yeah, a lot of it is just like working in the labs and grinding stuff out, but a lot of it is also just, unstructured. You want to go grab some stuff from the cafeteria, or hey, I'm really upset, do you want to sit with me on this hill type of situation. School's pretty magical. So yeah, I think sometime as people start putting their films out on the internet, I will be watching them, and then I'll do like a little review and a share on some of them on stream at some point in time. Again, and I'm not gonna screen their films because I don't have permission to do that. And I want people to, for them to get their own views on their stuff. But I'll definitely take a look and see what's out there. There's always something like really, really cool. And moreover, regardless of like whether something is cool or successful or hits a bunch of views or whatever else it is, it's just amazing that so many people finish. Me and Megan went back to CalArts to give like a tiny little guest artist lecture thing, and someone from, I think, was she in the second year? I think she was in second year, said like she was the only person in her whole year who didn't end up finishing a film, which is remarkable that everybody had such like a high completion rate, essentially. Where I think if I look back at my year, there were tons of people, myself included, who never actually ended up finishing their first year film. So it's great. It's great for the culture if everybody is able to do that. I need to have the hand. I think we had. Oh wait, let me copy my guides because I still need those to see where I'm going with this stuff. Oh, saving. You don't watch a lot of YouTube, Cyberegg? I understand. I almost think YouTube is more of just like an audiobook library now, where a lot of the YouTubing that people listen to is sort of passive hour-long videos about stuff. And a lot of those, or at least the ones that I think about, are sort of just PowerPoints with British narration over it, essentially. One day you could be at a Louis Zong level. Of course. Why not, Dave? Why not? If you're making your own music and you're passionate about it and you keep doing it, and of course you're going to improve. It's just like, it's kind of like one of the cool things about practice or having an art practice is that you're guaranteed to get better as you go along doing it. Which means you're also guaranteed to look down on your old work, unfortunately. But you know what? It's okay. That's part of the process too. I was talking to someone the other day, and I said like, hey, I don't have like a bunch of old sketchbooks. I don't know if you guys keep sketchbooks at all, but I don't have anything beyond maybe like a year or two ago. I don't keep a regular sketchbook, and I don't um, I don't have any in my archives, and I think he found that very surprising. But for me, it's like I know that I'm gonna look back at it and be like, this is silly. Why do I have this? So why would I keep one anyways? Everyone's different, of course, but that's just how it's been for me. Let's see. Imp. Let's call him Imp. I think we need to push this up a little bit, actually. And he was in this scene. Was it in scene 8? Let's have this little head pop in. Yeah, let's just keep it consistent. Imp head. Imp hands. More layers is good, right? Let's make the head like a little bit smaller, a little not tangenting with everything else. There we go. There we go. And then yeah, let's get to the hands. It's like you can have your buddy back. Hands are always funny to draw. Some people really love drawing hands. They think it's like the most beautiful thing that you can draw. I'm like, you know, hands are fine. They're a fine thing. I'm very happy to have a hand so that I can draw and scratch my back as needed. Can't say I necessarily love drawing hands. Hands are alright. Let's see. Can't wait for summer break. Summer break? What is that? That sounds nice. I don't not in the part of life where I get a summer break anymore. Although if I ended up teaching at a school, maybe then I could have summer breaks. And that would be pretty boss. That would be a welcome addition to the lifestyle, as it were. So if I ever end up making it to teaching at a school, I will be able to celebrate summer break with everyone else. Although I don't think it really ends that way. Not even just for professors, but I think like for life now, as an adult, at least for me, I feel like we're constantly hustling. It never really stops. So summer break is really, it's a state of mind, you know? That's what they say. Is it coming up soon? I guess it is like almost the end of April. Time is very different now. I remember back in the day when I would look forward to summer, but I didn't really end up doing too much in summer. I wasn't like I've never been to a camp. I didn't have like summer programs that I did that much because my parents were immigrants and they had no like awareness or interest in putting me in such a program. I think I went to like an SAT school as a junior in high school. But that's not that's not a summer break, you know. So I don't really have like strong connected attachments to that, like summer break, endless summer. Was it hot boy summer or hot girl summer or whatever else it is? I'm just very much like summer was just the time when I didn't go to school, and that was great, you know. But it wasn't like special in that way. Huh? Give this a few more drawings so that it's not just like a solid object. He is sort of slowly pushing him up still. Here, take your friend. Take your friend. Let's have another drink of water. Albert, do you draw leisurely outside of work and streaming? I do not. Albert. Everything I draw is for functionality in some way or another. Like I don't doodle draw and draw for myself. I mean, I guess everything we'd make on YouTube is for ourselves, so I would count that. leisure draw. But yeah, I don't like I won't draw to unwind. Or something that other people do, I know, are like they'll do sketch parties, or maybe do like plein air painting parties with other people, and that is it's interesting from like a hanging out with people standpoint, but it's not an activity that I would choose to hang out with other people. I would probably choose to, I don't know, watch a movie or go on a hike or play some basketball. Those would be my preferred friend activities. Doo-doo-doo. Everyone's got their own things they like to do. They like to do. What is for you is a little different for me. All right. So here we go. What's the direction? Okay. Just kind of easing into this little thing. Then he's gonna grab Gusano, and he's gonna grab his cattail, and then we're gonna be able to move on. Do do do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I think I also gotta rough things out a bit more, because I find that when I don't rough them out, my drawing and my animation becomes like that much more tight and sort of scared. And you want your animation to be a little wild, you know? At least I do. So that's just like a self, you know. We're always improving, not because our stuff is bad at present. It's just something that naturally happens. So an improvement doesn't also always have to be an improvement or growth out of something terrible. It can also just be the natural change that happens with repetition. When we were going to work, actually, all of last week, one of the things I did was after work, there was a basketball hoop that was pretty close to our offices. And while Megan would usually have a few more things to do or be chatting with other people before we left, I would go and practice shooting because I really like basketball. I would say maybe even love basketball. Me love basketball? Perhaps. Anyways, I practiced like essentially every single day that week after work for at least like 20 to 30 minutes, you know, and I was very intentional about the way that I practiced too. I was like, I'd sit there, or I wouldn't sit there, but I would break down my shot, because you have like a jump shot in basketball, right? So I tried to break it down to its component pieces of like, okay, well, here's the arm, this is the follow through. Remember to shoot with like the tips of your fingers. Here's the squat. Like I was not just like putting up shots and, you know, getting some run in. I was being really like diligent about trying to find my shot and be consistent about how I shot it. And then this past Saturday, I played a game, like a little pickup game with some of my friends, and missed basically all of my jump shots, and they were all pretty much bad misses also. So as I say that there's going to be natural improvement with every kind of rep that you do, at the same time, it may not be as immediately evident as you'd like it to be. Because I thought surely I was going to shoot a little bit better than that, but I did not shoot very well. So that can happen too. You know, just like don't be discouraged. And keep on keeping on. Let's see. Bert? This is a really emotional scene that we're doing here. Usually I don't do a lot of emotional animation. As despite being an emotional person, I think everybody who is an artist and, you know, is a person really has like strong access to their emotions. I find that in the art that I do, I am actually pretty restricted with the types of emotions I'm comfortable with characters sharing. So it's just like a funny little thing. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go, let's go. Dave. Basketball was my favorite game growing up. None of that other stuff. What's the other stuff? Like baseball or football? Or soccer? Like other sports? Let me see. Might want to break this down a little bit more because it's a little choppy. Yeah, let's ease into this a little bit. This is like the emotional end, so I don't mind being a little more smooth, boy, about the process. Ooh, excuse me. Tumbly sounds, tumbly sounds. It's time to rescue my friend. You want this to be big smile. Come on, you can smile. I can let Kusano be happy to finally have rescued his friend. The title of this film will be called The Art of Saving. No, it won't be. It will be, I don't know. Actually, usually Megan comes up with the titles for our things. And I think part of that is just like she has a stronger sense of the naming conventions that work on YouTube. If I was to name this film, I would name it, I probably would name it something stupid like The Art of Saving. Just because I think that's what it's about. It's about Gusano trying to save his friend. And he is kind of unsuccessful at it in the end, which will be revealed why that is once we get to that last scene. Spoiler alert, the cattail doesn't really make it because he's been ripped off of his stem, you know. But it's about the journey of, even if like you don't end up having a complete and total victory over the circumstance, that being able to sort of set the terms of the things that happen are pretty important in it all. That's the morality of what I'm trying to communicate here with Gisano. It's a very deep story. Oh, thanks to Cyber Egg for dropping by. We'll see you next time. Bye bye. Have a great night. Let's see. Big Man Lane, all the rules seem boring. The rules of basketball? Everything that comes within the game. Oh, okay. So you like shooting. You like the act of shooting and like making or missing and trying again, making or missing. Albert, basketball was kind of the religion in my family. Are you from like a big basketball place? Like whatchamacallit? I'm thinking of like Indiana. Indiana's a pretty big basketball place, right? I don't even know how my parents knew about basketball. I think it was just because Michael Jordan was such a thing in the 90s that it was impossible, even for, you know, silly immigrants from China who never really had like any exposure to, like, they didn't have extracurriculars growing up in China. No, that's not true. I think they probably had a couple things, but it was more like, well, no, I don't want to speak on their experience because I don't want to overstep and make assumptions because that can happen too. But like, it's a very foreign thing to them. I think a lot of times when I had activities in school, they're like, "Why is this really necessary? What are we doing?" But even they knew about Michael Jordan. Such is the reach of his influence. Let's give him like a little oh my gosh, because he has saved. He's just gotten to the place of saving. Ba-ba-boom. But yeah, I get it. I get it from the sort of thing of like, I might not like all the stuff around basketball. In terms of, well, there's lots of stuff that I actually don't like around basketball right now. One of the things is like I used to not care, but I think it's gotten to a place where it is a little obscene, like how much money the basketball players are making. It's just a little ridiculous. And again, the argument is always like, well, it's better they make it than like the billionaire owners, and to that extent I very much agree. Like if someone's going to make that money, of course. But when it's that much money and when there are like so many people like just sort of struggling in life, it's a little hard to ignore that disparity, you know. Like a little uncomforting. And like for yeah, there's stuff like that I don't like about basketball, but like just the act of shooting and like playing with your friends and doing something sort of slowly and deliberately and trying to get better at it. Yeah, I can say that I really like that about basketball. Let's see. I think we need a little bit more time on this rasp so that we really feel him holding the guy before he, clomp and then take in. Is the friend a cattail? Yes, the friend is a cattail. The friend is this guy in scene 1. There he is. He's just a little buddy. There he is. That's the friend. And like, you might not think he's much of a friend. He's just a sort of a little of a bystander, right? But no, he's an actual friend. He watches Gusano eat, and then he gets to lick the plate a little bit. So yeah, they're friends. That's the kind of friendship they have. Gusano's a little rough, but that's part of it. He's gonna come, I think here. Yeah, we're gonna need to let go of Gusano there, or the cattail there. Yeah, I think I mostly like basketball or sports because I can really remember stuff when I play. How do I want to say this? It's like after I play a game of basketball, I can remember almost everything that happened during the game. Not like I'm a savant in terms of, oh, I know all these plays and all this other sort of stuff. Not like that at all. If that were the case, maybe I would go into coaching or something like that. Even if that's not the case, coaching sounds fun. But you gotta have some sort of legitimacy to coach basketball. And I do not even have a jump shot. But what am I trying to say with this? What am I trying to say? I've lost the thread. I think what I was trying to say was why I like it is because I can remember, I can remember the moments. I can remember the shots that I make. I can remember, the turnovers I had. I can remember various different moments in a way that I don't from like doing art or going to school. It feels like for me a lot of the way my brain works is more tied to physical activity than it is necessarily to doing stuff like to doing brain work, which is why I say for our stream title, it's called less thinking, more stinking, because the thinking don't profit really a lot of times, which is funny because I write poetry, I make animation, I do a bunch of things that feel like a little thoughtful and all that. But I think through and through, I'm actually more of a physical kind of let's play basketball or let's go on a run or something like that necessarily than like a philosopher guy or anything like that. Wait. Just the little things you realize about yourself, Let's clear these hands out of the way also, so we don't have to keep looking at his little mitts. Just clearing them out. Yeah, just so they don't have to keep kind of interfering with the scene. We're not interfering, but just being unnecessarily present. No, we don't need more than that. Okay, so he's gonna grab the guy. Let's go back to this. Alright. This film is called How to Save a Life. The no lyrics version. Oh, music's gone. Let's pull up something else. What's good? What is good? Let's do some Metroid. Metroid's always fun. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad he brings you so much joy. That's what he brings to Gusano as well, even if it's not acknowledged all the time. It's one of those you don't know what it is until you lose it kind of things. I've been watching Forrest Gump lately because it's on YouTube for free. So if you guys are in the mood for a very sentimental, potentially very emotional movie, you can go ahead and watch that. I've been watching that recently, and wait, I'm losing the thread of what I'm trying to say over times. Okay, I'm gonna abandon that thought and just keep going. Ooh, it's almost 8. It's almost 9 o'clock. I think I try to keep these streams at an hour and a half so I don't go too late in the night, and Megan is able to sleep on time. She likes to sleep much earlier than I do. I'm a night owl, but I got to be considerate to make sure she gets enough rest because she works very, very hard. So I will go on probably until 9:15 since I started 15 minutes late today. I'm gonna go until 9:15, and maybe after I get to a certain point, I will take a tiny break to do a random sketch drawing of some sort. Been enjoying doing those. And I guess like I could consider that just like leisure drawing, but even that is for like the purpose of sharing with everybody on stream. So I don't think I do any leisure drawing. And that doesn't make me any less of an artist. Let's I feel like I'm getting zooted by someone. Oh, it's my friend sending me a voice line that I requested. My friend is going to voice act my mother in one of the comics that we're doing. I think the next one. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this for this coming week. So he's sending me some voice takes of him pretending to be an old Asian lady. That's what the zoots are for. I think that's the capacity that I'm actually comfortable in terms of asking friends for help. I, as a person, do not feel generally comfortable asking for help. And remember when we were students and people were like, crunch time was coming down for films and people needed coloring help and all that sort of stuff. I'd be very happy to help other people help my peers color their films, but I was not as ready or able to ask other people to help me. But for like doing a voice acting thing, that seems like pretty chill because I don't expect anything super great necessarily or very professional. The way me and Megan do it is we just sort of record into a phone, and then just whatever makes us laugh or whatever take we like, we just use that. So it feels very just nice to be able to ask a friend, like, hey, can you say something, and just record it and send it to us, and that's usually enough. Yeah, let's make Usano happy. It's good for him to be happy. Dave. My peers got their own thing going on. Stuff's a world. Yeah. I think like the thing is like, you know, part of what how I think about it is it's not necessarily getting a ton of help at the same time or the amount of help that you get that's important as much as it is finding people slowly who you like feel like you can trust. Not that like people are going to do a bad job or anything, but just people that you feel like comfortable with in terms of asking them for things and stuff like that. And also in terms of what requests or what things that you're comfortable with asking for in the first place. You know, and that's a process too. Oh, Megan's back.
Hi.
What are you doing, Megan? Oh. Okay. Let me get the let me get the keyboard ready. I'm ready with the keyboard. Do. Looks like Meg's gifted a membership to Marco Beltran. Hey, Marco. Oops. Welcome, Marco, to the coop. Yay! It's nice to see like a bunch of people actually from the coop being in the chat for the normal streams. Yeah. What?
I agree.
Yeah, like all this green. It's so nice to see. We appreciate it, everybody. Yeah, thanks and welcome to Marco. Thanks for watching us and being a part of this little community of a lot of artists. Actually, that's really cool. Bunch of artists in this community.
What is this little like baby thing?
What's the little baby thing?
Oh no, it's his friend.
That's his friend. What are you talking about, Megan? It's a little baby guy. He's...
It's like a baby potato sprout.
That'll be
What is this
after
little baby
after the
thing?
cattail dies. That will be his next friend. Is a potato with a sprout.
Potato?
And Potato will be like, "Why don't you just love me for me? I'm not the cattail." And he's like,
This is more than one friend.
"Stop trying to replace your dead friend.
It's like the end of the story, huh?
I'm my own thing." Yes, we're close. We're very close to the end, Megan. We're very close, Megs. Sorry. Who is Megan? It's Megs.
Right,
Well,
I came in just to
okay, you going
say,
you,
hey,
you going to sleep?
I'm playing video games.
Oh, okay. Megan's playing video games. Video games are cool. Albert, for me, I think I grew up with parents who helped a lot without asking for help themselves. Probably caught that trait from them. Yes, I think that's something else that happens as you get a little older, is you slowly start to realize just how much like your parents you actually are. Because as a kid, one of the things I said to my dad, and I hope none of you say this to your own dads because it's a bit of a stinger. Is I said to my dad, "Dad, I see nothing in your life that I want for myself." I'm saying this as a cautionary thing of people not having to say that. Because yes, Megan said my dad is dead, and that's correct. He is passed. Um, but I said that to him because he was trying to get me to be a doctor and go to medical school. He wasn't a doctor. He did go to medical school, but he was trying to get me to do that, and I think I was getting frustrated with him. And I said, like, Dad, I mean, and I was genuine. I wasn't just trying to freaking roast him or be mean to him. I was like, Dad, I look at your life and I don't want that. So stop trying to make me a doctor man because I don't want to do that. But as I've sort of gone along in life, like I said, I sort of realized just how much I am actually like him, from my sort of emotional constipation, very much like my dad, to to what else? Um, to like a certain grumpiness. I find like I have some grumpy older tendencies that I don't like. Like I don't want to be an old guy who's like grumpy. So that's something I'm sort of actively fighting against. Um, to like all these various different things. Actually, like if I ever take like an upshot of myself, like an up camera view of myself, I look very much like my dad. It's a little unnerving actually. So it's a sort of thing that like slowly but surely, inexorably, you will find things about your parents that you might not necessarily like, or hopefully you like them, but things about your parents more reflected in yourself than maybe you would have expected or wanted as a kid. And I'm also very different from him, but also a lot more similar to him than I previously thought. Let's see. Hello there. Oh, thanks, Baka Magnet. Is that Baka Magnet like Baka, the Japanese like? What's that? Is it? What does that mean? Like dumbass? Is that what Baka means? But yeah, I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel, or welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Just talking about, what am I talking about? Talking about dads and saying mean things to dads without realizing that you've surely become much like your dad. That's why there's some of those commercials. I forget. It's for like an insurance thing, where the main insurer is like, don't be like your parents. You can just buy insurance or whatever else and stop acting like them, in a sort of cringy, like, ooh, parents are awkward and weird kind of way. But that's not really the tendency I'm talking about. It's more like personality stuff, where you're realizing your personality, the thing that makes you J Cool or or whatever else, is a lot more tied to them than previously realized. That's kind of like the wild part. Grateful my family's accepting with animation. They do think I do nothing all day, but at least I don't hate the idea of doing animation as a career. Dave, isn't animation's a ton of work? How could they think you do nothing all day? I get it. My dad surprisingly wasn't that against me doing animation. In fact, he was like very strangely supportive. Or the thing he asked me, because I was going to be, I wasn't a doctor. I did not pursue that path. What I did instead, what I told him was I was going to be a high school English teacher, and that seemed like a steady job, and I won't be the richest person in the world, but I also won't be the poorest person in the world, and that's just enough for me. And like, I decided to switch into animation while I was on track to being a high school teacher. So when I told my dad, he surprisingly just asked me one thing of like, well, do you love it? And I didn't know what else to say, so I said yes. And he's like, good, well, fine, then do that then. And so I did, so it was pretty cool. And I got to understand the meaning of that question and that answer more as we go along. But anyways, let's see. My parents are fine with me doing YouTube, but I'm still getting another job. Same for my dad. Greg, I think that's probably the smart route to go. Is like, I've been talking to other, like, sometimes parents will send, parents that I know, or parents who know my mom, will try to send their kids my way, who have some sort of an interest in animation and in art. And you know, they want some guidance, they want some guidance, I guess, mostly that. And if I was able to offer them a job, of course they would want that too, but I'm not in that position. But I think I feel like the general smart thing to do if you want to do animation is to be prepared to do it as like more a hobby thing than a professional thing. Because I don't know, it's been pretty tough right now. Hopefully things turn around. I would love to be able to come back on stream in the coming years, because we'll keep doing this, like, regardless of where, you know, Disney TV or, you know, Nickelodeon, which is being sold off right now, as Paramount is bleeding money. Like whatever happens to these studios, like I'm still gonna be streaming as long as YouTube allows us to. Whatchamacallit? What am I trying to say? But yeah, like it's good to be able to do animation as like in addition to all the other cool things that you can do. Because if I was a high school teacher right now, I would be doing animation at the same time on my own. And if I was a plumber right now, I'd be doing that as well. Do. Chris Aubrey, hey man, I got my assignments in time. So I could count that as a sleigh. Chris, did you just crush your homework? Because yes, that is a sleigh. That is very much a sleigh. For a while, me and Megan were watching Deadliest Catch, and every once in a while, when I see careers of people or work of people who aren't doing animation, I'm like, oh, that looks kind of fun. But of course, it doesn't work like that. Work is work, regardless of what you're doing. Let's hide this so we can just mash our little potato, as Megan was saying. And then, now that I've reached this drawing where they've finally made some kind of contact, let me, after I wrap up this drawing here, take a little sketch break and do a random doodle for everybody. Let's do a random doodle. After I finish this one. Crushing it. That's what we're doing today. That's what we do on these streams, is we crush it. We crush our homework. We do this. I do this film thing, and I crush every single scene. Sometimes I have to go back after stream and watch things again and fix stuff that I messed up while on stream. But you know what? That's part of the process also. Yeah. Usually I would have him like sort of smack right into him. Right now he's sort of easing in a little bit, but maybe if I lower the frame count, it'll be better. So he's this is what we have thus far. He sees his little guy. Come here. And then he's gonna go up and then nuzzle him, and then that will crossfade into the morning scene. So that's where we got to thus far. It's like, I grab my guy, I nuzzle, and then away we go. There's more that comes. Huh? And yeah, I need to emphasize his little like about to cry eyebrows a little bit more. But all right, let's do some random sketchies. Yeah, I got both my 2D and 3D assignments in. Can't wait to post my 2D stuff on YouTube on Sunday. Yeah, do it. That's great. That's great. Definitely getting a job while working on my shorts. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I try to keep it real on these streams. I'm not like out here saying you should or shouldn't do anything, because I'm not qualified to give anybody advice here. I'm just like a silly streamer who does animation and makes silly cartoons. But I will try to keep it real and let everybody know how it's going, because this is just like a little part of our life that we can share on the internet, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's let me zoom out. And this is what we've done today or tonight. Yay. So the first part of this little hug. And yeah, this is 9 o'clock. So for the last 15 minutes, maybe I'll just draw some random fun things. What we drew the last couple times, this is the announcements page. But what we drew the last time was this witch. And then before that we did Spider Rex and Antosaurus. So who's got something for me to draw? Oh, Leah, what is that face? what is the emotion conveyed by that face? I'm curious. What shall I draw? Draw break. Sketch break? This is not branded content. Hashtag whatever. Hashtag whatever. What should we draw? Forrest Gump in a forest. I've actually, well, yes, that's. Let's see. What does he look like? Forrest Gump. I'm not a very good caricaturist, but this might actually be fun to try to draw my impression of what he looks like. So let me do this. Gotta find a reference picture of him. My name's Forrest Gump. Mama was a real smart lady. Mama was a real smart lady. I can't find a good close-up picture. Let me... more. Images. Tools. Size. Large. Can I get a large picture of Forrest Gump? Yeah. So this is... I think I'll be using this here as a reference for what he looks like. And again, I'm not the best at caricatures, but let's give it a shot. Let's draw. This is... this is... Forrest Gump in a Forest by Matt and Megs. Okay. Draw the most ideal animator who gets all the babes. Maybe I can do that one next, but let's see. Something about he's got like a big old forehead. Kind of like a meaty nose. No, not that long. His nose isn't that long. It's slightly upturned. I don't know why I made his mouth so petite. Let's just keep it that way. Let's give him the Bubba Gump. And then he has like this sort of he has a bit of a fade. Forrest Gump was cool for his time, and then he's got these sort of wide-ish ears. Yeah, likeness is a little tricky for me. Let's see. Kind of a long neck. This is funny. I don't typically draw real people, but you know, here it is. What is this? Is it his mouth? I'm trying to because when you do this, and it's not exactly hitting, you're like, well, what part of it is not hitting for me? Maybe it's the mouth. Why is he so upset? Well, Forrest Gump is a pretty tragic kind of story, so I'll just leave it a little less upset. Let's just do this. Let's have him look directly at everybody. And who requested this again? Albert? There we go. Hi, Albert. I'm Forrest. And then in a forest, we'll just add some trees. Pretty basic stuff. 65, I was 17, running down the highway. What can you do? What can you do when you gotta run? Just go run. I don't know what song that is when he's like running a lot, but it's a nice one. I've actually been listening to more country music recently, and or maybe what I've been listening to does not qualify for as country. I'll just say what I've been listening to was that Lady Gaga album where she's like, is it called Not, it's not called Jolene. It's called J something. I forget, but it's like her sort of country album, and I like the music a lot, much more than her dancey stuff. I'm more of a country person, I guess, than dance pop. All right, there you go, Albert. Let's see. I'm Albert. Hi, Albert. I'm Forrest. Hey, Albert. I'm Forrest. Forrest Gump. Let me actually take all this and make it a slightly lighter color so it doesn't interfere as much with the dialogue box. There you go. There it is. It's a painting. All right. Oh, and let me, because Megan gives out a membership, I like to give out a membership as well. So bear with me one moment as I boot up the things that allow me to do that. Do. Big. Here it is. Here we are. Let's do where's that option? Here it is. No, not that. It's membership gift. And there we go. Do to RubyTube. Well, hello, RubyTube. Welcome, welcome to the coop. Yay! Very cool, very cool. Yay! Welcome. Yeah, I think I have time to do one or two more random little sketches. What you gonna call it? What am I gonna do? Someone, I think, who is it? Dave said the most ideal animator who gets all the babes. What does an ideal animator look like? Wait, well, let me actually think about that. What does an animator need? An animator needs good eyes. An animator also needs what else? What else does an animator need? An animator needs a strong arm. Not like for lifting weights, but like has a thick wrist that can handle a lot of stress. And a strong elbow as well. Okay. So you gotta have a strong wrist and a strong elbow. What else do you need as an animator? Oh, you need a very good back. So here's his trapezius. Just drawing all the body parts first. And he's ripped. His back is very good. You need a strong back, good eyeballs, and a strong arm. What else do you need as an animator? What else do you need? You need, I guess, a nice wide butt so that you can sit for long periods of time. All right, so with these elements, let's finish up the rest of our animator. Our perfect, idealized animator. We'll have this one vestigial arm. This arm, well, you need to have quick fingers for hotkeying with your other hand. So let's just give him nice, nimbly fingers. And then this arm, we'll just have to imagine that it connects to the other side. This is probably the scariest thing that I've ever drawn on stream. But With this, you'll see the key to what an ideal animator's body looks like. And then we'll make his eyes a little less intense. There you go. The ideal animator. Oh, we need a plaid shirt because ideal animators wear plaid shirts. That's a thing. I don't know if y'all knew, but that's a major animator thing right there. So let's give him a nice plaid shirt. But I don't want to hide his whole back, so we'll give him like a cutoff. There you go. We don't want to hide the back. We want to show the back. So you'll have like a little bit of midriff showing. There you go. Let's see. What kind of hair does an animator have? Animator has... Hair's not that important to animation. Let me see. L'Oreal hair? Hair like Finn from Adventure Time. You mean you'll give me your hair? Heck yeah, I will. That's one of my favorite Adventure Time episodes, where he gives his hair to that old witch lady. Ha ha! And Jake's like, because yeah, that hair is magnificent. So there you go. I think this is basically it. Who requested this? Dave. So this is the ideal animator. And whenever I meet you in real life, Dave, I'm imagining you're gonna look like this. Dave. Ideal animator. I won't draw the babes because, you know, the babes are coming. The babes are making themselves available and prettying themselves up, I guess. But anyways, there you go. The ideal animator. Okay, yes, it is absolutely a comfort show. I watch seasons 1 and 2. My comfort shows are at one point or another. I'm gonna come on and we're gonna do like a tier list because that sounds fun. Let's tier list some animation. So eventually I'll do that. Let's have some fun and do some tier lists. That's just the silly thing. I have time I think for one more drawing. It's almost 9:15, but let's do one more drawing. And what do you want? I like these ones that we've done. Forest in a forest. Dave's ideal animator. That would be fun. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let's tier list some frickin' cartoons. That would be a lot of fun. All right. So if anyone wants me to draw one more thing, I'll draw one more thing. Let's see if I know how to play some music. Yeah, not a bad melody. All right, so I don't think I have any other requests. So I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here for everyone today. Thanks y'all for coming out, and and hanging out and sharing your thoughts and all that. I always enjoy being able to say hello and catch up with everyone. So to everyone who's doing their homework, you know, and coming on stream and being productive, that's great. And we will see you. I'll do a member stream. I'm sorry again we missed a member stream on Sunday because we had a bunch of stuff to do. Don't worry, we will do more member streams. But that will be sometime like, I don't know, Sunday. Let's just say Sunday again. I'll try to do another member stream. Otherwise, we'll be back next week, probably Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, most likely Wednesday. Again, I'm here today because Wednesday, tomorrow, I have to be off at a fancy rap party. But anyways, yeah, good to see everybody. So let me get to this view. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming on. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, yeah, bye. Good night, Kate. Good night, Albert. Good night, Davey, Dave, Dave. Good night to Leah and Chris Aubrey and the Pug 19 and Greg and everybody else. Just great. It's great. All right. Bye bye.